where I'm currently at, but we do tend to do all sorts of streams at all sorts of weird times. We do have a 7 o'clock stream that will be more oriented to the building and stuff and RC life and all that. But this stream is about this park. This is Salmon River State Park. It is a big, big park and one of my favorite parks in Connecticut. You cannot camp here. This is not a camping park. This is just like a daytime go walk trails, bike ride, walk your dog park, like I am doing right now. Sassy, she's smelling everything. One of my favorite features of this park is the way the canopy of these pine trees are. Like literally, you can walk under here. It is very, 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 very beautiful. Maybe we should walk under there. Come on. Sess, walk. Walk, Sess. Come on. She wants to smell everything. And I'm sure the now we're underneath the canopy. So if you're like wanting to picnic, there's a Salmon River runs down through there. I'm not in shoes to wander through the snow. Obviously, it's like 65 degrees out. There's fields to play in. There's porta potty bathrooms. Not really hygienic, but they get the job done if you have an emergency and have to go. I mean, look how beautiful these trees are. And we are literally, there's a bird's nest up there. We're like literally walking right underneath them. Such a beautiful park. You know, guys, like I tell you all the time, and I end every stream with it, about getting out there and having an adventure, turning off the TV. You gotta understand. One of the things is with the TV is, if you're watching TV and movies, you're really just watching. I mean, I love movies. Don't get me wrong. My background's in film, but you're really watching someone else's adventure, and that's fine. But don't make it a ongoing practice to spend your life in front of a TV. I'm approaching 50, and I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff as I get approaching my graying years. And one of the things in life that people overlook, and they keep wanting material things, and material things are fine. I got plenty of material things. You all know that. And I worked really hard for them. But one of the things I've learned over the time, and it took me a few years to learn this, because up until recently, I always thought I had all the time in the world, but I really don't. And so time is more valuable than money. Time is more valuable than material things. And if we fill our lives with material things and bills to pay for those material things, we tend to forget all the stuff. What's she doing? She's being funny. She's smelling everything. All the important things. And time we can't get back. You can always make more money, one way or the other. You can always find another job. It might not be the job you want to do, but you can always find another job. But with time so precious, it is the ultimate gift to give someone. When you spend time with someone, whether they realize it or not, you are giving them a piece of your life. That time you can't get back. Like I said, you earn more money if you want to, but time, you can't get more time. You're only here for a small amount of time, really. I mean, we don't live for thousands of years. We ain't vampires or immortals like the Highlander or any of that stuff. We're here. The average man is probably here 75, 80 years old. And that's if you do everything right by living a healthy lifestyle. So time being very important, we're going to switch camera views because we're now walking on ice. We came from there, which was nice. And we're going to we're going to try to make our way down by the river. As we journey in life and realize like we are not immortal, Travis, the pirate. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? What's this stream about? This stream is about a state park and a beautiful state park. But it's also me just talking to y'all. So, well, thank you. Thank you for saying hi. And I'm doing all this on my phone. And I'm walking through in Crocs, the snow, with my dog. And we're at Salmon River. Salmon River State Park. And man, is the water high. But yes, let me get back. Sorry about getting off subject. I tried to, when you guys comment, I tried to pay attention and get to you. What was I saying? The time. Yeah. When you realize that time is fleeting and you can't get any more of it back, you need to prioritize what's important in your life. And is money really that important? You can't take it with you. It's definitely a resource to make life work, but do you really need $1 million? Or would you rather spend time with the people that you love while you're here? And spending that time, like I said, whether they realize it or not, is very important. So you spend it with the people that you love and cherish and that you care about. That's your friends, your immediate circle, your family. Don't waste your time by being parked in front of a TV. Don't waste your time spending all day long playing video games in front of a TV or any of that stuff. Like I said, I like that stuff myself. I'm an old school gamer. Like I love film and I binge watch the best of films, but I'm older now and I'm realizing how much time I actually lost doing those things versus spending it with the people that I love. And some of them, unfortunately, are no longer here on this earth for me to spend time with, and I miss them dearly. They were a big part of my life. My grandparents who raised me are gone, and my aunt Tammy, God bless her heart, she's gone, and my Uncle John and a whole bunch of people in my life are gone, and I could have spent more time with them instead of sitting on the couch watching movies and that, because I didn't realize what I've learned now, that you don't need to buy more material things and so that you have more debt, so you're more stressed, so you work more, so you're tired all the time. What you need to do is spend time with your friends and family and actually get out there, have an adventure with them, because I just had an adventure with my uncle in van life and it was amazing, and we reconnected. Like my Uncle Frank, I love him dearly. Great guy, and I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the people that are in my life. Let me see. Travis, you're in Miami. Yeah. Comparison to Miami, we are cold. Today it's actually warmer. It's like 65. One of the few days it actually warmed up in Connecticut since I've been back. I was in Texas like a week ago. So, you know, we move around. We have these adventures. But check out how high this river is. This is Salmon River. You can catch all sorts of fish in Salmon River, from trout to salmon and blah, blah, blah. There's also on the other side, which we're not going to, but there's a covered bridge. Oh, maybe we'll get there. You know what? We might walk over there. But this is one of the prettier parks in Connecticut. I've been to a lot of the parks. This is a state park, and as you can see, this river is generally a lot lower than that. I'm gonna walk on some ice here as my dog pulls me left and right over here. And once again, this is not my normal streaming hour today. We decided to come to the park because it's so nice, and she hasn't been out for a walk in like a week. And spending time with my dog is important to me. She never leaves my side. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, you got the sun glistening off the water here. Slight snow. It is absolutely beautiful. Of course, they have picnic benches and they have grills here at certain spots, not right where I'm at. So you could grill your food, have a nice little picnic out here. Look at that. Breathtaking. I'm out enjoying nature. I'm not sitting in front of a TV. I'm spending time with my dog today. Spending some quality time with her, walking her. Like I said, it's been really cold since I got back. And this is the first good day we've had. You can see that you can catch fish. There's some fish signs right there telling you what the fish are. Mostly salmon and trout, I believe. You're getting a good layout of this park. There's places in this park I will not be able to show you. Because, whoa, almost fell on my head. I gotta get off this ice. Guys. I'm gonna break my neck. I just wanted to see the river. There's places in this park I can't show you because this park is massive. There's trails. If you like to bike, hike, walk your dog, there's trails going all through this park. It's butted right up against state land. You can get if you don't know have a good sense of direction, you get turned around on those trails pretty good. I come here sometimes with my e-bike. I haven't come lately, obviously, but it's one of those deals. But yeah, you should never waste your time. You can't get it back. So one of these things I've realized on my adventure out west, well, it's like southwest or east-west, I don't know, out in Texas, let's put it that way, is that how you don't need as much as you think you do. I literally lived out of a van for 3 weeks and was away from everything I owned, minus, like, I did bring a couple little things, but didn't have all that stuff, and was happier spending that time with my uncle, traveling, seeing Texas, experiencing life than I have been in a very long time. So it got me thinking, and thinking hard. Like, are we just cluttering our lives with things and not living our lives? Are we just putting ourselves in boxes, staring at screens all day, and not actually, you know, experiencing life as it's meant to be and adventuring out? Because I know for me, I wasted a lot of years in front of a TV, and those are years I can't get back. And when you're turning 50, it changes things. It changes your perspective a little bit. And I'll be 50 in May. And do I want to continue to be a slave to the system, to be stuck in a 9 to 5 and just making money enough to pay my bills? I don't. I want to enjoy life, the 20 years I have. I want to surround myself with people I love and care about, which is important, more important than things. And I want to experience as much as I can of this beautiful country that we call America, and different parts of it, because different parts are different cultures. So that is where I'm at, like, in my life right now. That doesn't mean I don't want things. Of course I want. They're not needs. Of course I want things. I mean, you guys see me. I have a wish list for RCs. I do. Like, and every time they bring out something new, which happens, it's called capitalism for a reason. They manage to make you like, oh, I want that, or oh, I want that, or oh, I want that. And but all those oohs, they're only temporary. It's a fake happiness. You are literally getting a dopamine hit every time you buy something new. And that dopamine hit becomes addictive. And you don't, like, I can speak from the RC realm. I love my RCs. And my custom builds I will never really sell my custom builds, because I built those with my creative spark that I have inside me. And those builds will never leave my collection. But a lot of them I will sell. And keeping up with the Joneses, you can't do that. You can't live your life that way. That's not living your life right. So try not to keep up with the Joneses. Do things that make you happy. I'm not saying that video games don't make anyone happy, but I'm seeing more and more the younger generation just spending their time inside, staring at boxes. I see people at dinner tables not talking to each other, just texting each other at the same table in the same house. They don't talk. These are families. I see all these phones always stuck in people's faces. And I'm from a generation where we didn't have these devices. You know, it was good to unplug. Like, yeah, I had my phone with me, and obviously I did broadcasting, because that's what you are here for, is to see all my adventures, and for me to show you there's more to life than a TV, than a video game, than what you think. And what you think is important, it really isn't. And what you stress about from day to day really ends up not being a big deal. Like, it's not rocket scientists. We're not like saving the world from a impending doom strike of an asteroid or something. We're not doing any of that. What are we doing? We're spinning our tires in the mud. That's what we're doing. And if we're spinning our tires in the mud and we're going nowhere but around this vicious circle of capitalism and things in America and things in the world, it doesn't matter where part of the world you're from. Everyone has their wants and their needs. And we're not concentrating on the needs, and we confuse our needs, our wants as our needs. And it just, it changes things. You know, guys, going away, try it. Try unplugging. Unplug from the world for like a week. I mean it. Like, leave your house, go camping somewhere, get out with nature. This is God's country. And we literally have one of the most beautiful countries in the world that you can go. It took me 3 days to drive across this country. 3 days. Could do it in one. or two. I think 24 hours if you drove straight, you can hit Texas. But you know, I saw many states, taking my time going across. I saw many things. And experienced a lot of things that I otherwise wouldn't have got to if I didn't go on my trip and unplug. You know, when you unplug, you become more in touch with nature. Now, let me explain something. And we're going to flip over the camera. It is lots of snow here still. I'm not going to be able to take you too far. I'm not in the proper footwear. And she's having a ball. She loves it. She loves it. Puppy loves it. Right now, we're walking on the road. We cut through all that snow, and my feet literally are cold because I walked through the snow. But we're going to show you one of the oldest covered bridges pretty soon. We're going to walk over, we're going to walk across the street, and I'll show you one of the oldest covered bridges in Connecticut. It's actually a historical landmark. But as you can see here, it is very, 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 very beautiful. And that road goes up into the hills, and there's trails that go left and right all over the place on those trails. So that's this way. Come on. And I'm not sure what's going on over there somewhere, but there's a lot of flashing lights over there. We're not going to get involved in that. This is supposed to be a peaceful walk with my dog. So, but the snow is deep. It's seriously is a hindrance to where I could take you in this state park. In the springtime, this is such a beautiful park. But like I was saying, I get sidetracked. I'm sorry. A little bit ADHD here, people. A little bit. Just a little bit. The get in touch with nature. Like when I was out in Texas, I didn't have TVs. I had my phone, and half the time I didn't even have service. And I spent the days just relaxing in the sun, which it was 85 and it was beautiful, and camping and doing camping things. And those camping things were wonderful. And the whole day, I have a house full of stuff. I have a whole shop. I have 25 RCs. I have dirt bikes. I have all this stuff. I didn't want any of that stuff. And that's all in my house. When I was at Texas, I had very little. I had clothes. I had food. I had shelter. And I had nature. And I had my dog, which is awesome. Having my dog is awesome. And, those things mean a lot to me. I had my uncle, and we sat around, and we enjoyed nature together. And I was more entertained, more relaxed, happier, and what can I say? I'm looking for the word, but I'm not. I don't want to say tranquil, but it was tranquil, especially out in the desert. When I was out in the desert, surfing the dunes at the state park, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Why is everyone by my car? I don't know what's going on over here. I might have to let you guys go. I need to find out what's everyone's right near my car. I don't know what's going on with that. It's crazy. you know. Anyhow, we'll have to show you the covered bridge another time. I would have to cross a busy road and stuff, and I need to make sure everything's cool. But if you get a chance, come to East Hampton, Connecticut. Come to Salmon River State Park and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful park. It has a lot of natural beauty and trails, and you can fish if you have a fishing license, and all sorts of things. Walk your dog, hike, bike, and it has a lot of beautiful areas to picnic in and enjoy time with your family. But as I was saying, really quickly to wrap this up, when I was in Texas, it was amazing. Like being unplugged from everything, and I wasn't bored. Like you would think I'd be bored having all the stuff I have. So when I got back home, I didn't know what to do with myself. And it's been a week back, and I'm still having trouble finding what to do with myself. I'm more bored at home with all my things, which mean nothing, because we already established that your time is the most important thing you can give as a gift, and that you can't put a price on that, and that you should do things that you feel and don't tie yourself to the spinning the tires in mud, as I say, way of life, and break free of those chains for true freedom. You don't need as much as you think. And when I got home with all my stuff, I've been bored. I want to go back to Texas. I want to go back to van life. I have to be home for reasons, but it is what it is. So I'll show you once again. I'll give you a turnaround. Look how beautiful this park is. We got people walking their dogs, walking. We got all sorts of things. And I wish I could show you more, but I can't. So at the current moment, but we'll revisit this park at a later date. Now, remember, like I always say, guys, we're wrapping this up. I love you all. Thank you for participating. God bless you. God bless America. And thank you for viewing, keeping the channel going, and participating in chat for those that did, and watching my videos. And don't worry, we're going to do the 7 o'clock stream, our usual spot, and it'll probably be RC related, because I haven't done any RC related in a few days. So thank you all. Now I want you to put down that remote. I want you to shut off that TV. I want you to walk to the door and turn the handle. I want you to open it and step outside, because you never know what adventure awaits. And I'll see you around the globe. God bless. Stay safe. See you tonight at 7.